Patrice Bergeron, David Krejci went healthy and in the lineup. Kane plays the right wing position, Taves in the middle, but they are dynamic in their own individual ways.
Kris Versteeg having a terrific season, including some from his players. Antti Raanta wondering why he wasn't getting more time. Darling's playing really well. That's why. Full marks to the Blackhawks. The real winner was hockey. Just incredible series. Hossa checks off Paille, but here's Griffith. The shot kicked out by Darling all the way up the slot. Daniel Paille wheels it right through the slot. Seidenberg dives to knock the puck to the corner, but Hjalmarsson is there. Smith swings it over to Oduya. Over the line to Carcillo. The shot up high on Tuukka Rask, and he blocks it into the protective netting.
They get open and create chances. When that puck turns over, because of that deep rotation, you got a 3-on-1. You got to get a quality scoring chance there.
Fraser down the slot, the shot, handcuffs Darling, he covers up. Hamilton's wrist shot off Marchand's backhand. Chara reaches forward and taps to the corner, now goes in front of the goal. Marchand brings it back to the rotating Riley Smith along the line to Hamilton. Hamilton snapshot, Bergeron knocks it down, can't flick it past Darling like a washing machine down there. Roosevelt sends it in front, Kruger with the redirection. Smith tries to A-frame, but Campbell runs him right into the board. Smith pops up, chips it to Dahlbeck, he scores! Klaus Dahlbeck with a dart from the top of the circle. Marcus Kruger grabs the puck for him, and he's got his NHL first souvenir. A 1-0 lead for the Chicago Blackhawks.
Well, the Bruins try to reverse this puck below the goal line, something that they do a number of times when they're trying to maintain possession to lead to a breakout. With a backhand feed from the right side by Trotman. He was just bothered enough, and that allowed a steal by Smith to start the pressure. And then a battle behind the net. Chicago's able to get some separation with puck possession.
Cunningham smacks hard into Andrew Shaw, and Sharp drills Cunningham. Now Bickle with Dahlbeck right there with him. Dahlbeck closes the shot, bounces through Tuukka Rask. All they need is boards in Presque Isle, Maine. They got plenty of cold. Smith picks off the pass at the Boston line, feeds Marchand, tries to wrong foot Darling, and he just nudges it.
In the front of the net, he's fearless. He's got a little ugliness to his game, and he's highly effective.
Hjalmarsson's low drive. Rask gloves it a couple inches off the ice. Maintains control of the puck. Now sends it low for Bergeron. He sets up the cycle. Roosevelt grabs him. He's going to go for a holding. Rask making his move to the Boston bench. Chara tees up a bomb, and it sticks in the gut of Scott Darling. Seidenberg to Miller. He gains the line, working Keith's side. Miller deep. The shot kicked out by Darling. And here comes Kane. Patrick Kane on his horse. Pulls up over the line. Cross ice. Versteeg's one-timer right back into the... Miller wins the puck battle. Bergeron behind Smith, off the boards. Roosevelt tracks it down. Marchand finishes his check. The puck loose. Smith to Bergeron, and a save off the shoulder. Tuukka Rask, we saw Hossa do it, and Rask got one with the shaft of the stick. Now he denies Kane.
Well, Darling's got something you can't teach, and that's about 6'6", 240 pounds. Sharp. There was a lot of that net.
The puck to Ben Smith. Tries a self-pass, but Trotman stays between Smith and the puck. Carcillo out of the corner, rattles around the goal mouth. Smith scores! Ben Smith comes back to Boston and pots one. It's 2-0 Blackhawks with 1:17 to go in the first.
And second goal by this line. Fourth unit for the Blackhawks. They're not just a three-line team. Everybody talks about their top nine, and probably the best top nine in the NHL, but they got a pair of goals from their fourth line. It's about effort. It's about forecheck. And sometimes it's about good fortune. The Bruins can't make that little chip pass behind their own goal. Griffith is trying to protect the front of the net because you have one defenseman, Krug, in one corner, Trotman going to the other. And because he gets a piece of it.
Chicago Blackhawks are a collective +6 as they are all +2. Bergeron with the puck in Keith's corner. Bergeron right in front. Smith a chance, but Darling muffles the puck with the left leg, and then the wall, and Versteeg pursues against Miller. He taps it D-to-D to Seidenberg. The long diagonal to Eriksson out of the zone as Roosevelt cowboys over the puck. Here's the pass to Lucic. The drive just hits Darling in the upper arm. Phenomenal start. Marchand forward to the goal line with Bergeron near the crease. Bergeron off the post. Smith follows. Darling sprawls on his belly. Trotman to Lucic. He charges up the left wing on Seabrook. Turns the corner, slides it off Soderberg. Skate loose near the goal line. Eriksson taking a swat at it. Bergeron gains the line. Toews rides him off, but here's Chara. Dangles on Sharp. Can't maintain possession. Guns it across the middle. Eriksson in a race for the puck, but now here's Kane on the counter with Toews on the wide side. Kane shot, saved by Rask to Sharp. Toews is the man on the doorstep. Kane at the near dot. Keith holds with Bergeron out high. Keith walks into it and a save by Rask. The rebound all the way out to center. One's on the power play for 3/4 of a minute. Brad Marchand flying over the spoke B at center, gains the line. Goes deep, cuts to the backhand, comes out the near side. He's on a tour of the attacking zone, turns and fires. Save Darling, rebound Chara jamming. It's near his pad and finally under it as Seth Griffith went to the goal as well. That's Scott Darling. Versteeg stops in the corner, but the puck keeps going. Kelly off of the skates of Kane. Kane trying to take his time, and he finds the hole. Patrick Kane settling the puck, backing away from the bodies and rifling it to the top corner for a 3-0 lead. You talk about swagger. Guy's heart rate doesn't go above 110.
Yeah, and the difference between these two teams is the ability to finish when there are mistakes made. Kelly tries to force the puck. You know, a play that you make a lot of times just up the wall, around the pressure. He's down low, he's in a good spot to help out the D, but Kane forces the turnover. And now the Bruins are trying to all play goaltender. You're kind of looking at Kane, trying to take away his options.
Saad chips the puck forward. Smith with Hossa against Chara. Saad's drive and a save by Rask. Rather, Ben Smith with the one-timer. Smith gets another chance. Saad's blast and a shoulder stop by Rask to finish their chances, to bury the puck when they had created the possibility by getting the puck into the attacking zone. It has been a problem. There's Riley Smith knocking one in, putting the whammy on, and the Bruins have life with a buck and a half to go in the second. And that's exactly what they need.
And this line has certainly had some good looks again tonight. Riley Smith starting to heat up. He's worked real hard over the last 6-7 games. He knew he was in that slump where the puck wasn't finding him. It wasn't finding the back of the net. Reunited with the two line mates that he really enjoys playing with, in Bergeron and Marchand. And finally a little.
And Kruger finally gets it out of the zone. Miller slings it around. Chalmerson pops up the puck, takes a hit from Fraser. Sharp can't get it past Krug. Krug's wrist shot in on Darling, and he squeezes the knees. It's the backhand. It bounces to Sharp. He rolls it down into the corner. Miller takes a Bickle hit. Kelly leaves the puck behind. Bickle spins now the backhand. Sharp shot and a save by Rask. Line for Claude Julien's Bruins. Brian Bickle tips the puck down to Krug's corner. Soderberg can't pick up the puck on the turn. Bickle in front, and Rask comes outside his crease to steer the puck to the corner. Marchand trying to swim around. Here's Riley Smith winning the battle against Dahlbeck. Smith through the corner to Marchand. Marchand to Smith. Marchand goes to goal. Here's Bergeron's shot, saved. Marchand tries to drag it along with the skate. Dahlbeck stuffs it back into his goalie's left pad. Chara saucers it cross ice. Soderberg takes the bunch from Eriksson. Soderberg swings it right off the apron of the goal. You heard it clank wide of the post. Roosevelt gives it away to Eriksson. The quick wrist shot and a save by Scott Darling. It's like a logging operation out there. Dahlbeck's drive whistles through. Bickle off the side of the goal. Lucic looks up ice. Carries it all the way to the red line. Cuts inside. The Bruins in the middle of a change. Lucic takes the sandwich hit from Dahlbeck and Roosevelt and gives it to Krug.
It all starts with getting your feet moving. The skating game by Milan Lucic. The straight ahead speed. The 1-on-2. We talked about taking advantage of the 5th and 6th defensemen. Some of the best opportunities for Boston tonight has been with Roosevelt on the ice. And the Bruins attack a one-man rush. And it's about second effort, third effort, maybe even a fourth effort, all by Lucic. And there's that finishing hit by Shaw.
Wires it in. Darling knocks it down, wrists it around. Marchand seals it off in the corner. Let's go Bruins, a chant from the TD Garden crowd. Seidenberg, the one-timer. Trotman saved by Darling. Pops up. Smith wins the race to the puck. Lucic tries to chip it past Kruger. Roosevelt up the wall. Sharp angles off Soderberg. Hamilton knocks it low. Lucic to Hamilton. Hamilton on the turn. The backhand stick saved by Crawford. Krug on the turn through Bergeron's legs up to the attacking line. Marchand spins it deep, and Scott Darling has got the victory against the Bruins.